Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more esports talk. My name is Hunter, and thank you so much for tuning in. We're talking about Team Liquid seemingly falling apart according to some people. If you want to look at what TSM Reggie says, he thinks that Team Liquid is effed after this point. But you might be wondering, if you haven't heard about any of this, why? Why are people saying this? What's going on with Team Liquid? Well, let's just jump right into the press announcements. We see a couple of team updates posted to Team Liquid social saying that Jatt has resigned his position as head coach and departed Team Liquid effective immediately. In his place, Colt has been promoted to interim head coach, with Hack serving as assistant coach for LCS. When Jatt joined us last year, we were coming off a challenging spring split. His guidance immediately turned us around. We finished summer 15-3, went to Worlds, won the inaugural lock-in tournament, and came within one nexus of going to MSI 2021. We cannot thank Jatt enough for his work and dedication to Team Liquid and wish him the best of luck going forward. They also say, separately, Santorin continues to experience debilitating symptoms, which may be related to health issues he's dealt with in the past. Santorin has decided to take some time away from competing to properly rest and visit specialists to determine the cause of these issues to prevent them from potentially worsening. We support Santorin in his decision and will continue to provide the medical resources we can to help diagnose and treat his symptoms. We'll continue monitoring Santorin's health condition until he and his doctor are comfortable with him returning to play. Armeo will be playing in the LCS for at least this weekend, and he has our full support. Alphari remains on a personal break until June 27th, and Jenkins will continue to start in the LCS until further notice. We are extremely proud of his standout play and commitment to the team amid challenging circumstances. So a lot going on in those posts. There are a few big announcements located in that saying that Jatt is stepping down, probably the biggest one. Alphari is remaining benched until the 27th, in which he will return to the team, and Jenkins, it says, will continue starting until further notice. So just because Alphari is returning does not mean that he's going to be starting again, and that Santorin is still having health issues and taking time to resolve those. And so amidst all of that, there are a lot of reactions and a lot of rumors going around about the causes of these things. People are really just generally surprised because of the possibility of a lot more drama going on with Jatt and Alphari and the personal differences that were happening. Jatt even posted his own release saying, after multiple conversations with Steve this week, I've decided to resign as head coach for Team Liquid. This was solely my decision. The past 14 months at Team Liquid have been an incredible experience. Going to Worlds, winning lock-in, and coming so close to winning Spring will be moments I will never forget. More than that, it has been an honor to work alongside so many great players and staff on both the LCS and Academy teams. I will continue to cheer for you all from the sidelines. To which Steve responds, massive respect. It takes an incredible amount of self-realization to do this. Thank you for building a lasting structure for the team, and we'll be cheering for you too. And that is probably the situation that has the most speculation around it, because there was drama between Jatt and Alphari. It seems like they weren't getting along due to multiple different things. And now with Jatt leaving, a lot of people want to say, oh, did they get rid of him? Did they realize that they didn't want Jatt and Jatt was causing problems with Alphari and they couldn't figure it out? So they said, okay, well, you're going to have to leave. But no, according to Jatt, according to Team Liquid and Steve, it seems as if this was entirely Jatt's decision, that he brought it to the table and that he decided to take this step away. We also see Santorin post a health update where he says that I am sad to say that I have decided to take a break for at least this week. I am still dealing with a lot of the same health issues that I had during spring, primarily headaches and pressure in my head throughout the day, and we are still trying to figure out what's really going on. He continues to say that they don't know what's really causing it, and they haven't figured it out, and that it's hard for him to perform at the level that he feels like he should be, and that he doesn't want to put his team in a similar situation where he's missing out on some of the most important games and the team not being able to really gel with Armeo because they don't get as much time with him. And I do really feel bad for that situation with Santorin, because headaches are no joke. I had problems with migraines in the past, and the fact that he says that they can't figure out what is causing it has to be so frustrating, especially for a pro player who just wants to do his job and play but isn't able to. That must be entirely and completely frustrating. I also respect Team Liquid on this for sticking with him and saying, hey, we're committed to this. We're committed to him and helping him get the help that he needs and hopefully figuring out this whole situation. Now, because of all this being so confusing, I have a lot of respect for Team Liquid, because Steve went on their channel, on their Twitch channel, to stream a more or less a press conference about the situation, because they knew that it looked confusing and that people wouldn't know and wanted to know what was going on.
Jatt has resigned his position as head coach and departed Team Liquid effective immediately. In his place, Cold has been promoted as interim head coach, and Hacks Defender serving as the assistant coach for LCS. Separately, Santorin continues to experience debilitating systems which may be related to health issues he's dealt with in the past. Santorin has decided to take some time away from competing to properly rest and visit specialists to determine the cause of these issues to prevent them from potentially worsening. The support Santorin in his decision and will continue to provide the medical resources we can to help diagnose and treat his symptoms. Mayo will be playing in the LCS for at least this weekend, and he has our full support. Alphari remains on a personal break until June 27th, and Jenkins will continue to start in the LCS until further notice. We are extremely proud of his standout play and commitment to the team amid circumstances.
And that was just a little clip that Travis Gaffer put together of all of the different announcements that they started out the stream with, and then they go on to answer a lot more questions. I'll link the press conference down below so you can go back and watch it if you're interested in the whole thing. I think it is really interesting and cool to see someone like Steve, a co-CEO of the organization, with their GM, talk about these issues and try to be as transparent as possible and answer these questions that he says are not screened in any way, shape, or form. And so they are just kind of answering them and responding as honestly as they can, and we just have to trust those responses. A couple of things that I found interesting or noteworthy would be that they plan on sticking with that 6-man roster. They're not going to go back down to the 5-man, which goes back to the whole Alphari coming back, but maybe staying benched still for a little while and letting Jenkins play. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but they seem committed to a 6-man roster and what that could possibly provide for them. That will definitely provide some more pressure on Alphari when he comes back of, hey, if you want to be a part of the team, then you're going to have to act like it, and you're going to have to resolve these issues that you had before that led you to take this personal break. They also talk about that in the press conference and how that sort of situation with Barney, that is Alphari and Jatt, developed, and then address that didn't really have any effect. They didn't go out of their way to get rid of Jatt, and that Jatt entirely did it on his own. So there's a whole lot of content in there, but the big question is Team Liquid going to be okay after all of this, after all this drama and so many moves around the team? Is everything going to be all right? Will they be able to perform? Will they come out better after all of this, or much, much worse? Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you have any crazy conspiracies about the situation? And yeah, until next time, guys, be safe, be smart, behave. I'll catch you later.